Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Board of Education meeting for this evening. We were in closed session and we're now in the open session and starting with our superintendent's report for the evening. Dr. Valesky.
Thank you, Dr. Cohen. Good evening, everyone. The 2016 National Merit Scholarship Program has announced that 58 East Brunswick High School seniors have achieved commended status. These commended students are recognized for exceptional academic promise demonstrated by their outstanding performance on the qualifying test used for program entry. On this evening's agenda is a resolution of proclamation for National Principals Month, which is coming up in October. This is a time to publicly recognize the important work that our principals and assistant principals do. We appreciate their dedication and commitment to our students and community. I am proud of and grateful for the work of our principals, assistant principals, and the entire administrative team. Also on this evening's agenda is a resolution of proclamation for Fire Prevention Week, which is October 4th through the 10th. The theme this year is Hear the Beep Where You Sleep. We are grateful to Fire Marshals John Talbot and Sean Verdi, the Fire Prevention Bureau, and the volunteer fire personnel who come to our schools to present educational programs to our students. East Brunswick's Fire Prevention Bureau collaborates each year with our art teachers in grades K to 5 to sponsor a poster contest. The winning posters will be on display in the East Brunswick Public Library at the end of October. At the football game on September 11th, in memory of that somber day, the football team wore American flag arm sleeves and the cheer team wore red, white, and blue outfits for the game. The athletic department invited honored guests, including members of the VFW Post 133 and the East Brunswick Fire Department, to be part of the ceremony. I had the pleasure of attending East Brunswick Day this past Saturday. I enjoyed meeting many new community members, as well as seeing so many familiar faces. The Recreation Department did a great job of bringing the community together for this memorable event. On September 11th, the staff and students of Lawrence Brook School gathered for a kickoff pep rally to celebrate a gardening grant from the New Jersey Agricultural Society. As part of the grant, the gardening club, with participation from all classes, will transform the inside courtyard into a garden where a variety of fruits and vegetables will be grown. Green was the color of the day as Carolyn Taylor, representative from the New Jersey Agricultural Society, led the pep rally with cheers, songs, and sharing of student ideas. The planting has already begun using bed, soil, and tools provided by the grant. Thanks to the Frost PTA for donating the beautiful mums that have been planted in front of the administration building. I would like to remind everyone the East Brunswick Education Foundation Dancing with the Stars will take place on Sunday, October 4th at the EBEF in Hammersholt Middle School. The event will begin at 7 p.m. For more information or to purchase tickets, go to ebef.org. In sponsorship with the Learning Disability Association of New Jersey and the East Brunswick Public Schools, the East Brunswick Public Library will commemorate Disability Awareness Month with a celebration on Sunday, October 18th from 2 to 5 p.m. at the Public Library. Disability Awareness Month is essential in helping create understanding as well as celebrate individuals with disabilities. This event will provide an invaluable opportunity to promote understanding and acceptance of individuals with disabilities. Thank you.
Thank you. We're now going to move on to a series of resolutions of appreciation and commendations. Just so that you understand how we're going to do that, Dr. Valesky and I are going to stand up front. We're going to read the commendation. If your name is mentioned, please come up front. We will give you your certificate. When that's finished, we'll vote on it. We'll take a picture, and then we'll move to the next one so that we could try to be organized. Okay?
Was that me?
Like everyone else, please. Yeah. Might work. Okay.
I'd like to move that the Board of Education approve the following resolution, whereas East Brunswick high school seniors are among approximately 16,000 scholastically talented high school seniors in the nation to be designated as semifinalists in the 2016 National Merit Scholarship Competition. And whereas nationally more than 1.5 million students entered the competition as juniors by taking the 2014 preliminary SAT National Merit Qualifying Test. The semifinalists are selected on a state representational basis and are the highest scoring entrants in each state. Now therefore be it resolved that the East Brunswick Board of Education recognizes and commends the following students for this outstanding achievement. Eli Bogamalny, Esther Chung, Amanda Lecharney, Jason Loom, Carolyn Michelle, Katarina Wang, Lily Wang, and Jason Zhu. Further be it resolved that the East Brunswick Board of Education wishes each one of the commended students much success as they move on to the next level of competition in which each could become one of 8,000 finalists nationwide to receive the National Merit Scholarship Award. And further be it resolved that the East Brunswick Board of Education commends all staff members that were involved in imparting the 10,000 plus hours of instructional time that these students received leading up to the administration of the 2014 TSAT.
So moved.
Mrs. Howe
Second.
and Mrs. Becker. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Congratulations, folks. That's an honor.
Sliding down, or you want to, how do you want to do it?
I think that the two of you got in the middle, that'd be wonderful.
Okay, can we do that? Can we slide in here with you guys? Let's pretend to be national merit.
Great, thank you. Okay, thanks.
Thanks, folks. I'd like to move the Board of Education approve the following resolution, whereas the New Jersey State Department of Education invited school districts to apply to participate in a professional development initiative. And whereas upon applying, East Brunswick Public Schools were awarded sole grant to develop a content module in teacher practice to be delivered to 150 achievement coaches statewide during the Summer Institute. And whereas East Brunswick Public Schools content development team, utilizing video recordings from classrooms of an additional 25 teachers, prepared and delivered 8 hours of training to 150 teachers and administrators, which received outstanding feedback and thanks. Whereas this accomplishment, a demonstration of the content development team's creativity, experience, and commitment to highly effective teaching practices and quality professional development opportunities, has brought local, state, and national recognition to our schools, the district, and our community. Now therefore be it resolved that the East Brunswick Board of Education recognizes and commends East Brunswick Public Schools Achievement Coach Content Development Team, Maureen Cook, Elizabeth Dunn, Deborah Gulick, Joanne Mariani, congratulations, Catherine Matuski,
Thank you.
Christine C. And Michelle Vacchio.
So moved. Second. Thank you.
That would be Mrs.
Shaw.
Shaw,
Mrs.
Mrs. Becker. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed and abstentions? Congratulations, folks. And
Thank you.
Yeah, congratulations. Picture? All right.
Excuse me, Dr. Cohen, before you move on, I just want to mention to the folks in the crowd that that award was a super special award that proves to everyone what valuable teachers and administrators we have, that they were selected for this grant and that they are instructing other teachers in New Jersey how to be effective in the classroom. And we're so proud of them, and I'm sure it was a wonderful experience for you as well. But now they're sharing it, of course, with their colleagues here in town, so it's just an exceptional award, and again, congratulations.
Our next resolution, I'd like to move that the Board of Education approve the following resolution. Whereas according to National Fire Protection Association statistics, half of all U.S. home fire deaths occur at night between the hours of 11 p.m. and 7 a.m., when people are most likely to be sleeping. Having a working smoke alarm in the home cuts the risk of dying in fire in half. Whereas East Brunswick's first responders are dedicated to reducing the occurrence of home fires and home fire injuries through prevention and protection education, and whereas committed to ensuring the safety and security of all those living in and visiting our town, including our educational community, the East Brunswick Public Schools welcomes East Brunswick's fire and emergency services personnel into our schools to educate our students. And whereas it is our hope that our students share what they learn with their parents so that together they can stay safer by making sure that they have working smoking alarms in their bedrooms and checking them monthly, they will be more likely to survive a fire. And whereas the 2015 Fire Prevention Work Week theme, Hear the Beep Where You Sleep, Every Bedroom Needs a Working Alarm, effectively serves to remind us all of the simple actions we can take to save life during Fire Prevention Week year-round. Now therefore be it resolved that the East Brunswick Board of Education recognizes October 4th through 10th, 2015 as Fire Prevention Week and encourages all the people of East Brunswick to heed the important safety messages from Fire Prevention Week of 2015 and to support the many public safety activities and efforts the East Brunswick Fire and Emergency Services provides. And be it further resolved that the East Brunswick Board of Education appreciates the efforts of the East Brunswick Fire and Emergency Service personnel to make our community as safe a place in which to live.
So moved. Second.
Mrs. Shaw and Mrs. Becker? Yes? Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? I'd like to call Mr. Talbot, our fire marshal, to accept the award. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And last but not least, move that the Board of Education approve the following resolution. Whereas schools inspire the next generation of professionals, political leaders, artists, educators, and others who contribute to a healthy and prosperous society. And whereas principals and assistant principals are responsible for providing instructional leadership and professional management in our schools. And whereas principals and assistant principals set the academic tone for their schools and work collaboratively with teachers to develop and maintain high curriculum standards, set performance goals and objectives, and ensure high-quality instruction. And whereas principals and assistant principals are dedicated to their students' academic and intellectual development and work to provide a positive support system to empower their students to give them the tools they need to succeed. And whereas school principals and assistant principals are responsible for the safety of their students and staff and the security of the school. And whereas principals and assistant principals maintain student discipline with a philosophy that includes setting high standards, providing for support of students' needs, and expecting the best from them. And whereas principals and assistant principals are key to implementing state and federal education reforms in New Jersey. And whereas principals and assistant principals lead the way in making schools accountable to students, parents, and the community and other stakeholders, and are responsible for fostering a dynamic partnership between the community and the school in order to create a positive learning environment for our students. And whereas the month of October 2015 has been declared National Principals Month and is dedicated to recognizing the significant contributions of our nation's principals and assistant principals and the enthusiasm they have for providing quality educational experiences and guidance to their students. And whereas the East Brunswick Board of Education recognizes and appreciates these skills, dedication, and commitment of the principals and assistant principals and the challenges that they face daily. Now therefore be it resolved that the East Brunswick Board of Education recognizes and commends its principals and assistant principals for their continued service to our children.
So moved. Second.
Mrs. Becker, Mrs. Shaw. Any discussion? Mrs. Becker.
Just picking out some phrases from the resolution that was just read. Providing instructional leadership, professional management, setting an academic tone, maintaining curriculum standards, intellectual development, positive support system, safety, student discipline. Oh, implementing state and federal education reforms in New Jersey. I don't know how any one person does all those things, but I am so grateful that we have a district full of building administrators who do every single one of those things every single day. And the ones I'm looking at in the audience, you all look so calm
And fresh at the end of the day.
You are responsible for a community. It is not just a building composed of staff and students. It is a community, it is a small town, if you will, the proverbial village. It is why our district works so well, and we thank you so much.
Mrs. Shaw.
It's tough to add to that, but I just want to mention that there are studies that show that having a strong building principal is the single most important factor in student learning. And although we are certainly grateful for all parts of our educational community, we certainly are very grateful for the strong leadership that our principals provide.
Thank you. Okay. Hillary Corber. Stephen Decker. Loretta Payette. Dr. Michael Vanella. Nicole Tibbetts.
In the center again? Side to side. All right, we're going to mix it up. Oops.
Try to get my hair to look cool.